Hi, and welcome to episode 42 of Girlfriends Knitting. It is the 22nd. The end of the world did not happen, so I'm glad, for one. And you may hear all kind of extraneous noise in the background because I'm having to hide in the corner of my bedroom today to podcast for you. Yesterday, I was very sick, doped up on NyQuil all day, didn't even know it was Friday. And so I woke up this morning and was like, oh, dang, I need to do my podcast because I was supposed to do it yesterday. So I hope y'all are having a great week. I have a few little things to show you, and then we're going to call it done. So it's going to be a very quick podcast this week. I know you all are Christmasing and holiday spiriting, so I hope you're having fun doing that. I do have a pair of finished objects. Kristen's 50 Shades of Grey socks. Yay! It's the faux cable pattern in the book I was talking about last week. It is on my Ravelry page. The 50 Shades of Grey socks. It is not just one, there are two. This one has the ends woven in. This one does not yet. And this is the London Fog colorway in the Show Me Your Sock base of Bond Fiber. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love knitting with it. I didn't want to put it down. That's why it got done so fast. It's because of the yarn. I did not want to put it down. The pattern was lots of fun, and I think that the pattern goes great with this yarn. It really shows off the variegation without hiding the pattern. So I think Kristen will love them. Then I have my mom's Spectra, which I have been diligently working on, and it has grown considerably. Stephen West, I love you. You were adorable. But 88 wedges? Really? What were you thinking? I read the comments, the notes on other projects on Ravelry, because I gotta tell you, it gets extremely tedious after a while. I've done 40 wedges. Man, I'm ready to be done with that scarf. It was really fun, and the pattern's really fun, the first 15 or 20 wedges. Then you're ready to be done. So I am going to keep trudging on, though Mom will probably get a wrapped whip in her Christmas this year. What I'm about to go do while everyone else in my house is diligently wrapping presents and preparing for tonight's holiday with one side and then leaving to go holiday with the other side. And so there's clothes washing and packing and wrapping presents, and there's just all kind of stuff going on in this house right now. I am finishing up Christmas projects because I still have one of the pair of socks for my little baby niece, Elle, that you've seen, the pink sugar plum socks. I have Mom's Spectra. I got Kristen's finished. I got my two girls at work, those finished up and given to them, and they loved them. And I'm trying to think of the other Christmas projects. I'm sure I'm forgetting tons. Dad's getting a hat. I've got it done, and I think it's been wrapped as we speak. But the piece de resistance, at least for me this holiday season, is this, and I may cry when I'm showing you this. My brother will probably cry when I give it to him. I don't know. He may be able to hold back the tears. I'm pushing you away to show this to you. I don't know if you know this about me, but I am multi-craftual. Is that how you say that? This is not the best quilt in the world, but to me it is because it's so meaningful. Okay, hold on. It's only taken me 8 years to get it done because you have to work on stuff in order for it to get finished. And so I decided that this year, with all that was going on with Dad, that this was when it needed to get done. So I still have to sew the binding, so there's pins in it. That's why I'm being so careful. Can you see? So these squares, there's his hat. All right, let me start off with the middle. In the middle, it says, Pups Pop. because my grandfather, my mom's dad, was called Pop by the whole family. And he nicknamed everybody, and my brother's nickname was Pup. So this quilt is for my brother about his pop. And he always wore a Stetson. These are hand embroidered by me silhouettes. He was a Mason. One of the things he was most proud of is the fact that during hunting season one year he killed an elk, and my grandmother made him a vest out of the elk hide, and he was actually buried in it, I believe. Or my uncles may have it, I'm not sure. Okay. There's 9 squares. I can show you all of them. He always either had a horse or rode horses. He was a big cowboy. And he was a diesel mechanic on the oil field. So I have a wrench because he was always working with stuff. Hold on, I'm trying to get it organized here for you. It's pretty big. It's 9 square, but the squares are 18-inch blocks. At the end of his life, he owned a canoe rental place on a river. He, like I said, worked in the oil field, so there's an oil derrick. There's pins all in it, so I'm getting stabbed with pins every time I try to show you one. And he raised Hereford cattle. So that's supposed to be a bull. And then back to the Stetson. Now, the even cooler part of this quilt is all of the material, except the backing, was from shirts that he wore. So when he passed away, my mom and I scavenged all of my pop's shirts, and she helped me cut them up. So Mom has seen this. She hasn't seen it finished yet, though. So it's going to be a pretty big surprise for her, too, because it was her dad. So yeah, I am going to get the binding hand sewn on. It's already pinned. That's what's poking me. It's all the pins in the binding. So I'm going to sew the binding on and give that to my brother this Christmas. So, I don't know, it makes me very emotional, but in a very good way. And so this will remind him of his grandfather, who was super close to. So that's my whip, along with a few other, let me pull you back to me, a few other projects. This is going to be a super short episode because, like I said, it's the holiday season. So I just wanted to check in, say hi, hope y'all are having a great holiday, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.